Hi guys, it's Ambria. Today's video I'm going to do makeup for beginners. I had a request from a really good friend who is interested in wearing some makeup but really doesn't know where to start. And I feel like other than eyeshadows and lipsticks, I really was in this position a few years ago, and I would watch so many tutorials and I'd have to pause, and then I wrote down a whole list of things that I needed. It was so overwhelming, so I get it. So I am starting with a fresh clean face. I have done all my skincare. I have sunscreen on my face. Other than that, I have no makeup. And usually I try to pull my hair back, so cute. And sometimes I'll pull it up off my neck just because I get hot. So we're gonna be really fancy today. So here we go. Makeup for beginners. I will try to describe things. I know that it's hard without having questions right here. So if I miss something, please feel free to comment below and I will try to answer you and we'll go from there. So again, one of my favorite products I've been wearing in every video is my Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And the reason why you wear this is because it helps your eyeshadow stay on longer. It helps the pigment be a true pigment, and it helps so your eyes don't crease. Like if you have an eyeshadow and it creases, it's probably because you're not wearing an eyeshadow primer. There are several out there that I like. This is just the one that I'm using. So I usually take my ring finger and I just take a little bit amount. This is going to be hard for me to squeeze out though because it is almost gone. So I just kind of dab it on my eyes, and then I'm going to move it in with a circular motion, and I make sure I try to cover all my whole eyelid. So the issue with this is if you do not get it smoothed out really nicely, I've had wrinkles right up in here in the corner of my eye. But it's not really a wrinkle, I guess it's creases of product, and so when I go to do my eyeshadow it looks really weird. And so, I mean, this is just something that making sure that you're doing it right will help. So I am going to do the other eye, and then what I'm going to do is, if I'm doing one eye, I might come back or I might fast forward. We'll see on this video, since this is the first type of video I've done a complete full face. So hold on. And hold on. Okay, now I have primer on both eyes, and I'm going to go in with face primer. This is Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. And this is kind of a silicone-y, I know that's not a word. All my words are not words. Silicone feel to it, but it's not super silicone because a lot of the silicone primers I use on my skin tend to slough off and they're disgusting. I absolutely love this. And this is actually new to me. I started using it a few months ago and just fell in love. So the whole reason you're going to use primer is to help smooth out fine lines, help smooth out pores, kind of help make your face look flawless underneath the foundation. Also, it's going to help with the wear and the longevity of your foundation, so that will be good. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my finger and kind of dab it kind of where I have my issues, and I'm just going to rub it, and I'm going to need a little bit more. So I tend to put a lot on my forehead because I have all these fine lines that are creating. Now that I'm getting older, I do this a lot, so those lines are really fun. And I try to get it all over my face. It's good to rub in, make sure it's covered. And I also like to sometimes pat it in to help it sink into all your skin. I really don't know if it works, but it makes me feel better. So, pat, pat, pat. So here we go. So that is step one of my makeup. Again, my face now looks almost exactly the same, but I really do feel like if you notice in real life, once you put this on, you will notice a difference on your face looking smoother just by putting this on. It actually says you can wear it without foundation, so even if you're not wearing foundation, I might throw that on and then just do the rest of my makeup, but I wear foundation. So next thing I'm going to do, is get my dampened beauty sponge and I've already wet. So what I do is I run these, you can get them from, like I said in previous videos, Walmart, TJ Maxx, Target, Sephora, Ulta. There's so many people that make this same type of sponge. I really haven't found one that I absolutely hate. I've never tried the Official Beauty Blender because they're like $20 for one of these, and that's just too much for me. I got these in a BoxyCharm subscription, but I do buy these a lot. This is kind of a weird shaped one, but I wanted to use a fresh one for this video. Again, I rinsed it underneath the water, I squoze it really good, and then I stuck it between a clean towel and just squoze it so it's just damp now. And the reason why you dampen it, I feel like it helps my product go on a lot better, but it also helps so this little sponge doesn't just suck in all your product and you're losing half your product in your beauty sponge, and then you're paying for product to not even go on your face. So there, that is why I'm going to put my foundation on. Today I'm going to wear Hello Flawless by Benefit, and my color is Petal. And you can tell it's nice and used. So I just squeeze some on my finger, and I just kind of dab it all over my face. I know some people like to go in layers. I get lazy, and I'm not going to do like 50 layers of foundation till it makes really greatness on my face. So I just kind of take it, and then I start beauty blending it all over my face. I'm gonna need a mirror for this to make sure. It's hard to see on camera. So this coverage is a, I would say a light coverage. It's light to medium. It covers up some of my scars and blemishes, but it doesn't completely make my skin look fake. Make sure, so the hard part I feel like is around your nose. So I take the little tip, I'm gonna go up there, because, and kind of around your lips, they tend to fall, product falls in the corners of your lips around your nose, at least on my face. Okay, so I did not get enough product. Make sure you go all the way to your ears, and you're gonna go all the way around your chin, and maybe a little bit down, not too much. So I'm gonna put more product on my finger. Like I said, I didn't want to scare you guys by putting too much on to begin with, but I really do usually start with a lot more product because I'm just like that. So I'm going to continue doing this, and then I will come back. Okay, so I'm back. So now I have my whole face covered. What I don't cover is kind of from here around, up around my eyes and under my eyes. I'm going to use a concealer or a highlighter. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in light neutral. This is exclusive to Ulta. I do have some other concealers I really like as well, but I'm going to use this today. You don't need a whole lot of product. What I usually do is go with a color that's a little bit lighter so you can kind of highlight underneath your eyes without looking like a scary ghost person. So I just dab a couple. On this product, I feel like it's really kind of crucial to go fast while you're doing it so it doesn't dry weird. So what I'm going to do, I take that end, the pointy end, and you got to get out there right next to your eye, right underneath your eyelash, and just dab, 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 dab. Blending is key whenever you're doing makeup. Blending anything is going to make you look so much better. It will help out the lines. It will help out everything just looking smooth. So blending your makeup, blending your face makeup, your eyeshadows, even your blushes and your bronzer or your contour is going to be so much better. So this is pretty much as crazy as the contour we're going to get today. I will put some bronzer on my cheekbones. It's not really a true contour. So what I do after this, and you can kind of still see my dark circles, but it's not horrible, and I really like the way that my face looks. I usually take a little bit of product. Today I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder. It has been tipped on its side, so I'm going to be really careful and not show you the loose product. And sometimes I'll put it on a sponge, but I'm just going to tap a little bit underneath my eyes and just help set that so it doesn't crease while I'm talking. Okay? Just under my eyes. Help set that. I don't want to put too much because then I will look more aged, and being as old as I am now, I don't want to create any more attention under my eyes where my fine wrinkles are starting to form. So here we go to the next one. Next is my favorite part. My favorite part of makeup is the eyeshadow, and always will be, because it is the part that I feel like I can play in. Today I'm going to use my giant Morphe palette that I've talked about in the past. I have several of these. This is the 35P, so it's plums is I think what it stands for. And I mean, these colors are amazing, but I'm not going to go with those today. I'm going to go up here because I feel like we're going to do kind of a neutral everyday look that the person who's beginning with makeup can start wearing without looking or feeling like a drag queen. Not that I feel like a drag queen most days, but I know that a lot of the time I wear more intense makeup than a lot of women feel comfortable wearing. So I am going to go in with my first fluffy brush, and this is the Morphe E22 brush. And like I've said before, you don't need these brushes. Just find something that works for you. I like that it's tapered a little bit, it's a little bit bigger, and it's really fluffy. So I'm going to take in, first I start with a transition color. So I'm going to start probably with this color right up here, and I'm going to put it in my crease. Well, above my crease really, I guess. So let's do that. So you can see it goes on really nicely. And what I do is I just go back and forth. It's right above my crease. I'm going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Remember, blending is key. Always blend. And then I kind of go around in a circle-y motion. Circle, 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 circle. All the way around, okay? And that was just one tap of color, because we're going to build on it. You don't want to have just one color of eyeshadow or two colors of eyeshadow and not have them blended well together. And this is how you achieve that really well blended eyeshadow look, okay? So we've gone in with this lighter plummy color, back and forth, around. And I even kind of sometimes take it from the corner of my eye up to there and then around, okay? So let's see. Sorry, covering the camera. Okay, so there you go. There's step one. We are at like almost 13 minutes on this video, so hopefully you're not totally bored yet. Okay, next brush I'm going to go in with is a little bit stiffer, but same type of shape of brush, and it's the M441 by Morphe. And I am going to take more of a dark color of plum. And since I don't want to scare you, we're going to go the second row, third one in to this one. And it's just a little bit darker, and I'm going to go right below, actually, so see, here's my eye, right in that crease. And just swish it back and forth, swish it back and forth. Okay. Same thing on the other side, back, forth, back, forth. Hopefully this looks okay. I gotta get my mirror again. I can't do it on camera very well. Yeah, that's looking nice. Okay. I made my mirror dirty. Okay, Here we go, blending, blending. So now you've got a little bit of dimension to your eyes. The next thing I'm going to use is my Eco Tools little brush I got from Walmart or CVS, I don't even remember. I just like the shape of this little one. It's like kind of little and oval at the top and flat, very flat. It doesn't even have a number. It's just a dual end, but I like this end. And because I like to do most of my makeup looks with a nice glitter, I'm going to use this kind of a goldish colored glitter. And I'm going to just take a little bit of product and place it right on my eyelid. And I do this first, and then I will show you what I'm going to do next. So if you want something more subtle, just leave it at putting a little bit on your eyelid and then walk away from the eyeshadows, okay? Step away, which is really hard for me because I love eyeshadows. Like I said, one of my favorite part of makeup is like playtime. Like I feel like I'm just playing. So what I'm going to do next is use my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Spray. And that's the product down there. I'll have to get that in a second. And I just spray it on my brush. I'm running out of hands, you guys. Okay. One spray on my brush. And then I'm going to take it and I'm just going to dab it into my product my gold product. Tap, 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 tap. Okay, and then I'm gonna sweep it across my eye. Just on my lid, up to that second color we put there. And it kind of intensifies that glittery gold shimmer. So see the difference? You've got more subtle for somebody that's probably a little bit timid when wearing makeup, and a little bit more pop, and I think it makes your eyes pop. I honestly love the shimmer and the gold. So there's your two different looks. I'm going to finish out my eye on the other side so I don't look like a crazy person walking around. People will not be able to figure out what's going on with me and just be like, that lady looks weird. So here we go. Putting it on my other side. And I feel like with your lids, I push and press more than I do blend because of the type of brush it is and the type of product I'm putting on, especially if it's a sheer, not a sheer, a shimmer. So I'm going to do this one more time, spray my brush, and just get a little bit more product for that second eye. I feel like sometimes the best is when it's fresh wetness. Okay, so you can end there with your eyes, but that's not what I'm going to do because that's not the Ambria way. I always go even a little bit more, and I'm going to get more of an intense brush. This one looks similar to the other one. It is a M433 by Morphe. Can you see that? It is more flat. And I am going to take this darker color. Let's see, what color do I want to use? We're going to go a little bit crazy dark, okay? This lovely dark burgundy color. And I'm going to take it just slightly on my brush, a little bit. Tap, tap, tap. Tap your eyeshadows every time because it will help get that product off, okay? And I'm going to take it out here on the outer corner and just up a little bit. And I'm even going to make what I would call a little mini V. So start here and go up just on the outer corner. And that just kind of makes it a little bit more dramatic. Okay? I feel like these colors are really good colors for any skin tone or any eye color. It's really wearable. These colors that I'm using, I don't know about necessarily all the crazy purples, but all the plums and the mauve, all the mauves and these light dusty rose colors. So there, I've got a little bit more dimension to my eyes, and I'm done with my upper eyeshadow for right now, and now we're going to move on to eyeliner. Eyeliner is scary, even though I've been doing it for quite a while now. I use a liquid eyeliner. It is by Stila. It's the liquid eyeliner, waterproof liquid liner, Stay All Day by Stila. And it has this little flexible tip. Mine's kind of getting hashed because I wear it all the time. And this is going to be hard to do on camera, so bear with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it across right next to my eyelash line, right all the way out to the end of my eye. And then I'm going to start from the outside, and from about my crease down, I'm going to come down with just a straight thin line, and then I will show you what I do from there. Okay, so now you can see I've got it, let's see. I like to get really close to my line so you can't see anything. So now I've got just the top lined. Now I'm going to do that straight line I talked about. Okay, you're going to want that line to be thinner up here by this part and thicker down here. And the line you're going to want to draw is from the end of your eyebrow to the corner of your eye and go up like that, okay? And then I'm going to go a little bit down on this wing. This is what we're doing, a wing eyeliner. A little bit down and from the point, and I'm going to go into my eye on a diagonal, okay? You guys see that? And now I'm going to fill in, going up to that point, And now I've got my winged eyeliner. It's not too dramatic, probably more dramatic than those who aren't used to wearing makeup. I'm going to do the other side and then I will come back. Okay, so there we have it. 2 eyeliners down on my eyes. That was probably one of the scariest things I've done on camera because I'm really not that great at this yet. It just takes a steady hand and some practice. And I dropped it now. Next thing I'm going to do is finish my eyes. So what I like to do is take my Scandal Eyes by Rimmel. It's the nude eyeliner. And I'm going to put it on my waterline. And my sweet little friend asked me what a waterline is, and that is this nice skin colored line right above your eyelashes. And it is already skin colored. I'd like to make it pop. So if you put this on it, it makes it pop. Sometimes I'll put black on it. It makes it more dramatic. Smoke it out. Depends on what look you're going for. Depends on what time of day it is and where you're going. You don't want to look all smoky if you're going to go pick up your kids at school. So here we go. So I'm going to take this and I just line it along my eye. I just kind of pull my eye just slightly. I don't want to draw it down too much. And same thing on the other side. Okay, guys. Checking my mirror, sorry. Smooth out my skin real quick. Okay. So, there's that. Now I'm going to take some eyeshadow on my all-time favorite brush. And it is 213 from MAC. It's this cute little, it's really stiff, really tapered brush. And I'm going to take my eyeshadows. I'm going to take one of those darker colors that we used. I might even use this one that we didn't use yet. Hello. Just put it underneath my eyes a little bit. So I just get it on the very tip. Tap, 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 tap. And then I'm going to put it underneath my eyelashes, not on the lash line, but not on the waterline, okay? And I'm going to start up here at the corner, and you move your way down, really tight to your eyelashes. And this kind of creates a smoky, yet eyeliner look that's not too crazy. See? So here we go on the other side. I can get more dramatic and crazy, but we're not going to do that right now. I would suggest doing more product on the outer eye and less on the inner. And there you have it. Now let's continue on to the rest of the face since we are at 23 minutes and this is a super duper long video. We are going to go in with bronzer. My Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer that I've used before. I am going to use an angled cheek brush. This is, I don't even know what number it is anymore. 130, 180, 100. It's from MAC. It's an angled brush, perfect for angling down here on your cheekbones. I have a very chubby face right now, and so I like to try to accentuate what little cheekbone I have. So I'm going to take my product in, and I kind of make a kissy face to begin with, and I start up here and bring it down. Okay? I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I'm not going to leave it like that because that'd be crazy. Now I'm going to take the product from the bottom part and I'm going to brush up. And you really just want to take the product to the middle of your eye, maybe not even just the end of your eye. You don't want to go too far in. So what I'm going to do is just take this and brush it up. And I like to take it up through my hairline. Especially if you have a large forehead, taking it up here into this hairline and bringing the darkness down a little bit where it's well blended, it's going to help bring that hairline down so you don't have the forehead won't look as big. Again, this is just bronzer. It's the light color. It looks a little bit scary right now on camera, but you will see as I continue to go that it will start to look better once I get all my products on, okay? So we've got that. I sometimes will take it underneath my chin, just whatever extra product is on. Don't put extra product on there. Cover up that nice double chin right there. And then I also just started doing this because my chest and my neck are different colors than my, so I take my bronzer and I just take this flat, soft, kabuki brush and just put a little bit of bronzer on my neck to help try to blend what's on my face down into what's on my chest, because normally your neck and your chest are going to be, I mean, your neck and your chest and your face, they're going to be different colors. This is going to be the same. This is going to be different. So I just try to make it a little bit more cohesive. Okay, moving on to blush. I'm going to use my NYX Ombre blush in Mauve Me. I really love this blush. I think it's really pretty. It's a really subtle blush. It's an ombre blush, which just makes it look pretty. I don't know if it makes the product any better, but I like the way it looks, so it makes me happy. I just have a cheap e.l.f. blush brush that I really like for my blush. I'm just going to take this, tap, 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 and then I make a kissy face again, and I go right in above and blend in with my blush. And a little bit on the apples of my cheeks, okay? And blend up. And there you go. Now I would say if you're going to go heavy with blush, please don't do a crazy bright pink Mimi from Drew Carey show look. That's just crazy look. And you're not going to want to take it so far back where it's like, oh, I've got these angles here. So just do it so lightly where you look like you've been kissed by the sun, but you're not looking terrifying, okay? I think that's a good look. Let me look in my mirror, because like I said, it's hard to look on camera. All right. It's not so blended right here. Okay, guys. So we're almost done. We wish we were done because we're at 26.5 minutes. Let's continue. So next thing is my highlighter. This is my favorite part of my day next to eyelash or eyeshadow. So I have just the Glow Kit by Anastasia. You can buy one single color, so you don't have to own all of these. You can buy cheaper ones. So I am going to go in with the color Tourmaline. Here, it's kind of a rosy gold color, and I have a fan brush that I have from Crown Brushes. It does not have a name on it. Oh, let's see. SS017. It's the Deluxe Highlight Fan. Ooh. So I'm just going to brush it, okay? And then I'm going to highlight it. So I start right here on my cheek. I feel like I'm accentuating from here up, and I go like around. And if I was to do a light highlight, I would just do a little bit like that. Okay? Very light, very subtle. If you want to get fun, put a teeny bit on the tip of your nose and right above your lips. I'm going to pull a different color for that. So let's do this Moonstone and do that. There we go. Right above your lips, right on the edge of your nose. And then you've got a really subtle, soft highlighter that looks like you've just been gently kissed by the sun. So pretty. Plus, who doesn't love a little glow? So there's your highlighting. Now I'm going to go in and do my powder, and then my eyebrows, and then my lips, and then we should be done. So powder, I'm just going to take my big fluffy brush. Don't even know where I got it. Giant fluffy brush. I'm going to use my Laura Mercier translucent powder again. That's this one. Like I said, I had it tipped funny. Oh my gosh. This is just expensive. I don't want to lose my product. So here we go. I'm going to tap it. This is probably going to be way too much product. If it's not tipped, I don't have to put it on like that. But I'm just going to put it on all over my face. It helps set things so your foundation doesn't feel greasy or come off. Your under eye doesn't feel greasy or come off. All your makeup is going to stay so much better because you've set it with a powder. You don't have to use this powder. You can use any translucent powder. You could use a regular powder, but I feel like the older you're getting, if you're going to use a colored powder, it is going to make your face look old. It's going to be cakey on your skin. It's going to settle into those wrinkles, and I do not want to look, I want to look younger and newer and improved because, you know, who doesn't want to look younger? So here we go, all over. Just make sure it's all well blended, and there we go. So I've got my powder done. I'm gonna lose product, and it's gonna be so sad. If I cry on camera, it's okay, right? I wish I shouldn't have tipped it. I was tipping it to bring it up. Look at that. Look at all that product. I'm just gonna put some on my face. I don't want to get rid of it. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Eyebrows can be a tricky thing. My eyebrows are really fun. Somebody a long time ago told me that you were supposed to pluck from the corner of your eye straight up. And sure enough, that's what I did. So I had a giant space between my eyebrows. So fun. So in the last year, I've been trying to grow it back out. I had a sweet friend that I was talking to her about her eyebrows, trying to give her pointers, and then she ended up making my head explode with new news that actually you're supposed to take from the corner of your eye up and that's where your eyebrows are supposed to go. So I unfortunately have little bald spots here that are not very fun. So today I'm going to use the Dip Brow Pomade in Dark Brown by Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and I have a Sephora eyebrow brush. It's got a spoolie end on one and an angled thin brush on the other. So I'd like to take in my eyebrows and brush them up. I don't like really unnatural looking eyebrows, so I try to make them look as natural as possible. It is hard since I have a bald spot, but you'll be able to see what I'm going to do. I'm going to do one eyebrow and then pause the camera until I get the other one done, because this is kind of a long process for me. So you can see I've had this product for quite a while. I really lightly dab the tip of it in, and then I wipe it on the sides. Just wipe it on the side, because otherwise I'm going to have crazy product. And what I do is I start lining the bottom of my eyebrow first. Okay. And then I just kind of stick with my hairs and I make little teeny movements like these are my hair, and they're going to just continue on. So I don't fill in a ton on my eyebrow where I actually have hair, but I do like to make it look nice. So here we go. And then I'm going to take this and angle it upwards. Okay, so I can do the hairs up, because my eyebrows kind of grow crazy. So they're starting to grow in this way. So I just want to follow the natural look of my eyebrows to look as natural as possible. I don't want to fight against them. Okay, and now I'm going to take the spoolie end. I feel like this is really good for blending. Hello, spoolie. Okay, so again, just a little bit more. A little more product. Told you this takes forever, you guys. I swear my eyebrows are part of the reason that getting ready takes so long. Sometimes I just do the cheater way. I also like sometimes to go along the top and get that line really clean. I just make sure that it all looks really good. So there's one eyebrow done. On top of this, if I have time, I like to take, well, my video was so long that I had to stop recording. That is fun. So I had to take a matte brown on top of my eyebrow. I have this, I just picked it up at Ross, I think, or TJ Maxx. Profusion is the brand. I've never heard of the brand. I picked it up because I had a brow kit before I bought my Anastasia. It has this nice two brow colors. I kind of mix it together on my weird little angled brush I got probably years ago. And I just kind of go in over the top to try to set it and help those bald spots. Okay, and there you go. You got one eyebrow done and one eyebrow not done. It is a little bit darker than I have been doing, probably because I was doing it on camera, but I'm going to pause it and do my other eyebrow and come back. Again, remember, you do not want your eyebrows to look exactly the same. I have been told your eyebrows are sisters. They're not twins. This eyebrow grows differently than this eyebrow, so I just try to go with the way the eyebrow is growing. Go with what the eyebrow wants. So I'm going to go finish my eyebrow and I'll come back. Okay, you guys, I'm back with my eyebrows done, and now I am going to take a little bit of eyeshadow and probably this more nude color with a little angled brush. I don't even know, this is from Mica Beauty Cosmetics. I don't even know where I got it. I'm just going to lightly tap it and go right above my brow. I wait to do this eyeshadow to the very end because I know my eyebrows are going to be one of the last things that I do. Okay? Just to kind of cover up any mistakes I made or highlight my brow bone a little bit. So there is the eyeshadow all done. And now I'm going to do mascara, setting spray, and lipstick. My mascara I've been using is the Urban Decay Perversion. I am wearing, I don't even know if they have a different color. I'm sure it's the blackest one. So I like this mascara. The more I've been wearing it, I kind of have to make sure I wipe off the edges a little bit before I start putting it on. And I like to do my mascara generally next to a giant magnified mirror with my face tilting up and light coming down towards my eyes so I can see my eyes really well. Or an extreme close-up mirror like I'm using. I've got this mirror. And I'm going to put it right next to my eyes so I can see my eyes. So what I like to do is I start at the bottom and I work my way up once. And then I go wiggle, wiggle, wiggle towards the top and get all the top ones. And then I start at the bottom and I gently wiggle it up all the way around, okay? So you're gonna see that on one eye, and then the other eye I'm going to pause it again. So here we go. So I go, okay, I guess I do more than once because I like to cover all of the eyelashes. Sometimes I have to angle it. Okay, and then I like to cover the tops. And then I start and wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, gently wiggle your eyelashes down and up, down and up. I feel like that helps not only cover them, but it also helps keep them separated as much as possible. Here we go. Do, do, do. Go on the inside. Find mascara face. I think we all do it. If you don't, you're some kind of devil sorceress person, because how can you do mascara without doing a crazy face at some point? Right? I think I probably put way more mascara on than normal people, but I like my eyelashes to really stand out. Wiggle, 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 okay? So there you go. Got my top eyelashes done. And then I'm going to take the bottom and just slightly go over them ever so lightly. Good. And there you have it. One eye done, one eye not, and I will come back. Okay guys, so now both my eyelashes are done. I have my mascara on, and I am going to use my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix Setting Spray, and I spray it on my face to help set my makeup, and the longevity of my makeup will stay. I love this stuff. I swear my makeup stays on so much better, and my face looks better when I use it. So that's why I use it. This is now my second bottle. My first one I bought in September. So I've been in love with it. So like I said, I probably use way too much, but I really love it. You have to let it set. If you have a giant dot, you can dip it, but the spray has been really great on this one. Now I'm going to go in with Super Stay 24 Color from Maybelline. This is in Timeless Rose, and I love these lips. You can get them at any drugstore. They have a million colors, and I absolutely, absolutely love them. So what you're gonna do is color your lips to begin with the color. Look up. Okay, here you go. See, look, that's like a really pretty, just pink, subtle color. I think it goes perfect for the look that I wore today. Very subtle, yet very beautiful. The nice thing about this is you put this on, let your lips dry. I think, well, I don't know if there's even directions on this anymore. There isn't. So I think it says to wait for 2 to 3 minutes. So it's gonna kind of feel sticky right now. Like my lips are sticking weird. But it comes with this gloss that you put on top of your lips on the opposite end. And you're gonna put that in. This lipstick, I swear, stays so long. Sometimes, which I haven't done recently, luckily, but I will go to bed and I wake up and I scare myself because I still have lips on. Like, it's like, whoa, I still have that lipstick on from last night. So I really do love this lipstick. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I have like 6 or 7 colors in it. It's really nice to be able to eat and drink and not be afraid that my lipstick is all over my face or off. And it's really fairly inexpensive. I would compare it to Lip Sense. I like the smell better. I like the texture better. Lip Sense is going to give you way more product, but this is going to be cheaper and you can get more colors and not feel like you have to use the whole thing all the time. So occasionally if I'm talking, I will get a little bit on my teeth and that is hard to get off. So that's probably the only downfall from this. And I think that happens more when it's wet. So I'm going to let it dry, then I'll put the gloss over it and then I'll be done. So I'm going to come back and show you once I have my hair done and my jewelry on and the lip gloss done, and then that will be the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and we will see you in a minute. Okay, so that's the final look. I threw some colors in my hair, put the gloss on my lips, and I'm ready to go for the day. That was kind of a long video. Please ask questions, subscribe, like, let me know what you think, let me know what you need to know, and we'll move forward. I hope that this was as an educational video as it was fun, kind of a really, really long one. I hope you guys liked it, and here is the look, and we'll see you next time. Bye.